What's going on, guys? This is DJ with All Day DFS, and I hope y'all guys are having a great day, and I hope y'all guys had a great night and y'all cashed in last night. Let me know how it went for y'all. Hopefully y'all guys cashed in. Let me know who brought it home for y'all. Let me know if y'all had some bums of the night. Let me know how it went. Drop a line and let me know how it went. If this is your first time seeing a PrizePicks video, guys, PrizePicks is the way to go. All you're doing is picking the over or the under. Like right here, Cade Cunningham, all you're going to do is pick if you think he's going to get over 18.5 points or under 18.5 points. That's all you're doing. Is just you versus the house. It's not you versus sharks, not you versus all these, 150 lineups, 100,000 people, blah, blah, blah. Just you versus the house. In my opinion, it's definitely the best way to play fantasy sports. And if this is your first time seeing a video and you want to sign up, go ahead and use the promo code ALLDAY. It's right there below. Use the promo code ALLDAY and you'll get a 100% match up to $100. So if you throw in 100, they'll match it with 100. Now you got 200 and you can flip that very quickly. So guys, again, recap from yesterday. Awesome day for me with CSGO. I mean, I know it was an awesome day for everybody. I thought we were going to break the bank. I thought PrizePicks was going to have to take out some loans to pay everybody because CSGO was just crazy. So guys, what I do, and here I go plug in the Patreon. The Patreon is an NBA package. You get NBA sheets, NBA tools. But in the Discord, I have multiple what I like to call them experts. They a lot of them don't like to be called experts or whatever, but I have multiple guys that are very good in different sports. Big shout out to our CSGO Freaky in there. He helped us. He hit 8 of 8 yesterday during the day for CSGO. So if you were in our Discord and you followed his CSGO picks, you cashed in big. Of course, depending how much you threw on it, but still you were up big yesterday. So yesterday I made almost $1,000 on CSGO during the day, up big. I gave some away. I gave some of it back to the NBA at night, but I played lightly. I stayed disciplined. I didn't, just because I had all this extra money, I didn't throw big bets on NBA. I played lightly. But my point is that if you're on our Patreon, you're in our Discord. We've had three straight days of just cashing, 2 very good NBA days. And then yesterday a CSGO day. We have a big shout out to Noel, our tennis guy. He's in there, getting tennis winners. I mean, I really love what we got going on in the Discord. So if you're looking for something, if you're on a losing streak, or if you're looking to, to get more winners, go ahead and join our Patreon, which gives you access not only to our NBA tools, but it gives you access to the Discord, where we have multiple people in different sports that are hitting every single day. So big shout out to everybody in there. Big day yesterday for CSGO. And as I had a feeling, and I even had told the guys, I said, yeah, we got extra money to donate to the NBA. NBA was just terrible last night for me and for multiple people. A lot of people that I seen. It just seemed like everything that was supposed to hit, the locks, everything that was supposed to hit, hardly nothing at all hit. Like yesterday was just one of those nights that everything was terrible. Like I even had a hard time getting 2 pick powers to hit. I had a couple little winners and that was it. So I'm glad that I had a big CSGO day, because the NBA was just terrible. Let me know how it went for y'all guys. I mean, and it's just, again, stuff that you can't predict. You can't predict foul trouble. You can't predict blowouts. You can't predict none of that. You can't predict the coaches' rotations. I mean, sometimes when the 5 guys that are in there, if they make a comeback, or if they're just killing it and they're blowing out the other team, sometimes the coach just sticks with those 5. Even if a starter's on the bench, they'll leave the starters on the bench, then they ride the hot hand, so to say. Like they say, we ride the hot hand. And like Allen, a lot of us had Jared Allen over first half point last night, and it was just a huge blowout. Like Cleveland was killing him, and he didn't hardly play that much in the second. Then you had other guys getting into foul trouble. It was just a whole mess. And that's why the NBA is hard, because you can't predict blowouts. You can't predict. I mean, you more or less might know when the team's gonna get blown out, but there's some games that are supposed to be close that become a blowout, and they come a blowout quick. I mean, they become blowouts quick. You can't predict foul trouble. You can't predict injuries. I mean, it's just so much stuff. But hopefully we can get them back tonight. It's a little slate, so I mean, again, I suggest everybody write light. I really don't like too much on the board, but I'm going to give you what I'm liking today. Again, if y'all guys like something, drop a line. Let me know what y'all guys are liking. Help me, help out everybody else that watches these videos. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna keep, I'm gonna go back to this today just because there isn't that much on the board, and I like him at 3.5. He has been bumped up to 4 before. I'm gonna go back to Jayshawn Tate over 3.5 assists. As you can see here, he's only hit 3 out of his last 5, which is not a bad hit rate. We would like at least 4 out of 5, but he's still averaging 4.4 his last 5 games. As you can see here, he's hit 3 out of his last 5. I still like it, especially on a day that I don't like too much on the board. I like Jayshawn Tate over 3.5 assists, and the Knicks are 22nd on assist allowed, so it's a good matchup. He's still averaging almost 4.5 assists a game. He's almost averaging 1 assist over what they have him here. So give me Jayshawn Tate over 3.5 assists. Now, as the day goes by, and they put free throws on the board, there might be a lot better plays in this one. But I've made some good money off of him on assists this season. So I'm hoping. They had a really bad game their last game, so I'm hoping they bounce back tonight. And Jayshawn Tate gets us at least 4 assists. So give me Jayshawn Tate over 3.5 assists. Next, I'm liking Cade Cunningham over on points. He's gone over 4 out of his last 5 games. There's no Jeremy Grant. This guy handles the ball. Should have the ball in his hands all the time. I can see him getting over 18.5 points. The only thing that scares me about this is that it could be a blowout. Indiana's favored by 10 points. So that's the only thing that scares me, that he might not get there because of a blowout. But 18.5 points, he should at least play 3/4 worth of minutes, so I think he can get there. So I like Cade Cunningham over points. As you can see, his last 5, he's been averaging 22. He's hit 4 out of his last 5. Again, on a day where there's not too much to pick from, I do like Cade Cunningham over on points. So give me Cade Cunningham over 18.5 points. Next on the board, I like Alec Burks over 2.5 assists. As you can see here, the hit rate is only 3 out of 5. He's only averaging 2.8, but he has hit 7 out of his last 10. So if you dig a little bit deeper than what's here, he's hit 70% his last 10 games. So I definitely like it. Let's see how the starting lineup looks for the Knicks. So yeah, he's projected to start along with Fournier, Rose, Randall, and Noel. So again, on a day that there's slim pickings on the board, you have to try to dig and look for some value. As you can see, his last 2 games, he's been dishing it out. He has 4 assists and 5 assists. So give me Alec Burks over 2.5 assists. Now next, I went with this the last game and it hit. He didn't even hit 1. It could be a little risky because, he could make the over 2.5 threes, but I like Evan Fournier under 2.5 threes. As you can see here, he's only hit once out of his last 5 games. He's not getting the minutes. I had seen pieces of the game here and there. Usually, if it's not the Magic, I'm only looking through the game cast. But it just seems that he's not really involved in the offense. Burks and Quickly or Rose, those seem to be the main guys. He's only getting 25 minutes a game. So again, as you can see here, he's only averaging 1.2 his last 5. Give me Evan Fournier under 2.5 assists. Now it could be a little bit risky because he's known to hit a good amount of threes versus Houston. He went over last game versus them. He went over last season versus them. But the way things are going right now, what's happening for me lately kind of thing. What have you done for me lately? I don't see him going over 2.5. Maybe he'll get 1 or 2. But as you can see here, he's not. Only against Toronto he went over. So give me Evan Fournier under 2.5 threes. Now for those of you that don't like to play the unders, fade it. But I do like Evan Fournier under 2.5 threes. Now next, these two are risky, but I do like them. If the game stays close enough, I really do like these. Cade, I think Cade's gonna be doing everything, a little bit of everything, and Sabonis has been crushing lately. So I like Sabonis and Cade over their fantasy scores. Now again, we can't predict. The game's supposed to be a blowout. It's a 10. Their Pacers are a 10-point favorite. So it's looking like it could be, especially without Jeremy Grant. looking like it could be a blowout. So if you play these, you might want to play them light, but if the game stays anywhere close, I really like these. I mean, Sabonis has been crushing. You can see he's gone over 4 of his last 5. As you can see here, Cade has gone over 4 of his last 5. So I definitely like Cade and Sabonis over fantasy score. I will run a line with them, even with the risk of the blowout. I'll just run it light. You know, don't, when the game looks like it's going to be a blowout from the get-go before it even starts, I would not bet heavy on fantasy score. That's just me. That's the way I play. That's my strategy. You know, it doesn't make sense if it's going to be a blowout. These guys might only play, you know, 2.5, 3 quarters on a blowout. So they might not get enough minutes to get there. But I do like Cade and I do like Sabonis on the over. So those are my picks, guys. This is some other stuff I'm looking at. Again, there's not too much value on the board. I'm going to be doing a lot of mix and matching. I'm going to pick my favorites from the NBA and match them with my favorites from the NFL. Guys, when you have a football game, especially Monday night and Thursday night, of course Sunday you have a ton load of games, football games to go with basketball, but I love Mondays and Thursdays because you can mix and match. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing a football video after this one for y'all guys. And I'm going to give y'all guys my mix and matches for the 15X. I'm always chasing that 15X. It's really it's so lovely when you can put 20 or 30 bucks on something and get 15 times your money back. You know, you put 20 bucks and you get, you know, 300 if you hit, you know, or 30 bucks and you get, you know, whatever it is, 450, or it's real nice. It's real nice. I've done that a lot lately. You know, put a little bit of money on something and then get a lot back. But this one's another one that I'm liking. Again, if y'all guys are willing to take the under on players, Patty Mills under 3.5 assists. He is favored to go over that on the lines, but, and of course they're really short-handed. But I mean, Patty Mills is more to me like a spot-up shooter. He doesn't handle the ball. Durant's probably gonna be the one that's gonna handle the ball all night, I guess. And Patty Mills will probably be spotting up off of Durant. As you can see here, he's not hit. He's only hit once in his last 5. He's only averaging 2 assists. He has to get 4 to beat us. I like Patty Mills under 3.5 assists. Let me see if there's anything else on the board that I like for y'all guys. They bumped up Bradley Beal's assists so much that I'm scared to. I just fade it because at 4.5 I would be on that all day long. Shamit, I mean, I had him on points last game and he didn't really get the minutes to get there. No, Blake Griffin is heavily favored to go over. Remember, it doesn't look great here, but he had 13 his last game. The Nets are super short-handed, so you might want to take a look at Blake Griffin if you need a pick or something like that. If you need one more player to add, just trying to see what else. We got Kyle Kuzma came back yesterday, did not do good. But I'm going to go ahead and give y'all, I'm going to do this on both videos just in case y'all guys only watch one of the videos on each one. But this is why I'm liking for some 15X. Right now you want to take advantage of Patrick Mahomes. They got a discount for the 1.5. But this is only, you can't combine this. I've tried to combine it to make a 15X and it doesn't let you. So my favorites for 15X, with 15X you have to pick a quarterback over and a quarterback under from the same game. So these are my favorites for that. I'm liking Patrick Mahomes over 15.5 rushing yards. He had 45 rushing yards versus San Diego. I'm sorry, San Diego versus Los Angeles last game versus the Chargers last game. As you can see, he's only averaging 8.2, but again, he had 45 versus them last game. And you know, the Chargers have a really good front line. I think they're going to be putting that pressure on him. I can see him getting over 15.5. So I like Mahomes over the 15.5. I also like him over passing yards. I'm kind of iffy on the passing yards. I'm not, you know, it's a 50-50 thing. I'm not really touching his passing yards too much. But I do see him getting some touchdowns, passes. So I like him over on fantasy, over on rushing yards. So I'm going to do this one. I'm just going to run a little quick 15X line for y'all guys. So I'll do Mahomes over. And then I'm going to do Justin Herbert under on the INTs. And then you see you already got a 4X here. And then I'm going to go ahead and I do like the kickers. I have gone to the kickers, you know, on the past few games, and they've hit. So, and see, that's a 15x already if you add both of the kickers. But, you know, for some of y'all, kickers might be risky. I've had some good success picking the kickers because you got to remember, if they hit a 40-yarder, I mean, or a 50-yarder, those are high points just right there. If they just hit one of those and they're extra points, or, you know, 2 field goals and some extra points, they get over easily. So I definitely like the kickers. But this is a football one. Let's take off the kickers. Let's see what we can add, because it's weird. Sometimes they let you add certain plays on basketball, but not all the time. So I like Jayshawn Tate. Let's see. Let's give me another one. So there you go. That's a 15x right there. Patrick Mahomes over on rushing yards, Herbert under on interceptions, Jayshawn Tate over on assists, and Cade Cunningham over on points. Let's see if we do fantasy score, if it'll do the same. Oops. Yeah, you still get the 15x. So guys, take advantage of that 15x. I'm going to be running multiple lines, mix and matching NFL with NBA. When you have multiple things on the board like that, or you can even match NFL with CSGO. And I'm going. This is an NBA video, but I'm just trying to give y'all guys some picks for tonight. So we took off Herbert. Hold on 1 second here. Put Herbert back on the board under CSGO, which, I mean, some games are going to start soon from what I'm seeing from a lot of people. You know, Nico's a favorite, and like this guy. These two look like they're pretty popular. So you go right here, boom, 15x. And since CSGO hasn't really been too good today, I'm gonna go ahead and put this line in. As you can see, it's a 15x. I'm only gonna run it light just because I like the NFL ones, but the CSGO has not been great today. It's been terrible. Since yesterday was great, today was not so good. But I'll go ahead and throw $10 on it. This is one of my accounts. I have 200. I recently did a withdrawals. I don't know if you've seen the past couple of days. I've had, you know, 1,000, 1,500, 1,600. I don't let my money sit in there for long, because as you can see, NBA was bad last night. CSGO was bad today so far. So I make the withdrawals. Anyways. So this is a 15x. I'm going to run it light just because I don't trust, from what I hear, this guy, Nico, is the one to trust. This guy's not so much. We're not too sure, but I mean, a lot of people are on him. So I'm going to put $10, and that'll be $150 if I win. So you can turn $10 into $150 quick on a 15x. All right, guys, that's all I have for y'all today. Look out for the football video coming soon right after this one today. I appreciate y'all, and I'll check back in with y'all tomorrow.